Recently, I noticed something strange about myself. I used to be the kind of person who didn't need certainty before starting. When I was studying for exams, I wasn't sure I'd get the score I wanted. When I was applying to universities, I wasn't sure I would get accepted. Even when I was trying to immigrate, there was no guarantee that everything would go according to plan. But I kept going anyway. Not because I was brave, not because I had extraordinary confidence. I had simply accepted that some things can't be known in advance. But today, when I look at myself, it feels like I've become a different person. Even for the simplest things, I look for certainty. Before I spend time on a project, I want to know if it will work. Before I focus on one path, I want to know it's not the wrong one. Before I continue, I want to be sure it's worth it. Even this YouTube channel I started has become the same way. Being in this uncertainty is making worry and despair take over me. Especially when I see some people getting a huge number of views with their very first video. It makes me compare myself even more. And then I just can't tolerate the unknown situation anymore. Because the truth is, my channel is progressing very ordinarily, just like it looks. And I don't even know where this path is actually going. That's when a question started stuck in my mind. What happened? How did I go from someone willing to walk into the unknown to someone who needs a guarantee before every single step? Maybe the answer is that after a few failures, a few disappointments, and a few times when life didn't go according to plan, my view of future slowly changed. Not that I became weaker, not that I became lazier. Just that the cost of being wrong got bigger in my mind. I started thinking, what if it doesn't work this time either? What if I waste my time again? What if I have to start from zero once more? And without realizing it, I lost something I used to have. Trust in the process. The trust that I don't need to know all the answers before I begin. Maybe that's why these days I act less than I think I should. Not because I don't have goals, not because I don't know what I want, but because I want to see the future before I move. And the problem is, life never gives us that option. It never has. What's interesting is that when I look back, I can barely find any important thing in my life that I was sure about before I started. Friendships, relationships, big decisions, opportunities. All of them started while part of the path was still in the dark. Maybe the reason I feel so tired and stuck today isn't that I've lost the way. Maybe it's that I'm no longer willing to move without a guarantee. But maybe moving forward never comes from complete certainty. Maybe it becomes from accepting that complete certainty will never exist. And maybe real maturity isn't the absence of fear. Maybe it's learning, once again, to move even while the fear is still there. Not because I know what will happen, but because I know that if I don't move, nothing will happen.